Alright, we are playing Terra Invicta. However, I'll be playing it different than others. I'll be doing a Africa only challenge. So I'm gonna be defending aliens using only African nations. So this is gonna be difficult, but I think I got a plan. First of all, I want Egypt. And let's see, I might grab this one nearby.
Putting our people in place.
A bonus to grabbing
Ready
Egypt.
to go.
And
Taking
I
control.
hope that's gonna work. And before I forget, gonna need to change the research because there is a tech that I need for my plan. Really, really need it. Another thing, I am gonna rely so much on organizations to provide me science because Africa doesn't really have a lot of science. I did roll a few times new games to get a decent start. So this one, I got someone who is a quick learner. That's fantastic, good. I got a scientist with academics, so that's bonus science. Really gonna need that. And then I need to get a bit of influence. And where is he? Is it this guy? No. Was it this guy? Yeah, this guy is rich, which is money. And we're gonna need money. We don't have money in Africa. So tech and orgs is hopefully gonna help me surviving this challenge. I am playing on the normal difficulty because I know what I'm doing. I played this a few times at the start at least, so I know a little bit what I'm doing. I don't know enough to be good at the game, but I do have a plan.
Over.
And then I need to hope that I get a little bit of luck. So we got our first nation. I'm thinking right away, let's drop all that. Let's do economy, welfare, knowledge. I think that will fix this nation nicely. We're also gonna rely on some armies. Yeah, I think that's fine. The reason is...
We were unable to establish control.
That's unfortunate. The reason is... here we go. Manifesto to the world.
They are here to collect.
Let's close that. And now we can get our third agent. Let's see. Kingpin, rich, and oligarch. So that's a lot of money. We're gonna need that. We're so desperately gonna need it. I'm not looking at stats or anything. I'm mostly looking for traits. I'm not looking at attributes either. This guy got a bunch of missions. We need someone with the assault alien. And the I think the operative is a little bit better than the rebel, so I'm gonna roll with him. There we go. And yeah, so what was I talking about before that pop up? I need to grab Egypt. I really do need Egypt.
Establishing control.
It's gonna be
What's the ob?
Egypt, Nigeria, South Africa. These are nations that I'm gonna need for what I have planned.
Taking control.
Yeah, what I think
Standing
is
by
the
for orders.
more
Let's see what we can see.
nations for this idea.
Standing
of
by
mine,
for orders.
where I'm gonna. Yeah, that's right. I was talking about armies. So the
We'll be
reason I'm
running
gonna
this
use
place in no
armies
time.
is that all these unrest and economy and all that I can slowly fix with the economy, welfare, and knowledge. What I can't fix is
We found something.
Is the thank you.
We've gained
All these
significant
nations
support.
are gonna be having problems being fractured in cohesion, and there is no easy way to raise cohesion with some of these nations, especially the smaller ones, like these. Because you can raise it with knowledge, however, you need to put a
We
lot of
failed to
points.
take control.
Critical failure, come on. We need to get
Our only hope.
so many
We still lack
pop-ups.
support.
One thing I don't like about this game, so many pop-ups. So yeah, the problem is to raise cohesion with knowledge, you need to do knowledge a few times, and knowledge costs 2 investment points. Now all these nations, this one doesn't even produce 1 investment point, so same with this one. This one produces 2, but that's gonna be... You might see the problem. Unity, also 2, and it's better for the cohesion. But if I'm gonna put everything into Unity to just raise the cohesion a little bit, then it's not gonna grow much. It's not gonna get anywhere, which is a problem. So I'm gonna grab some of these nations.
Bringing them on board.
So
Acknowledged.
the quickest way that I can think of to raise
Establishing
cohesion
our presence.
without
Standing
spending
by.
the few valuable investment points that
We'll
I
bring
have
this nation to our side.
is to
Ready.
Let's see. Let's look for that scene floor.
Eyes up.
Is to basically build
Setting
an
a
army,
watch.
which is not better. It's very expensive, but the army is offers more utility. With an army, I can join these nations in an alliance, making them ally to one another. And then, because they have an army to project offensive operations,
Still lack support.
they get another critical failure. Okay.
We still lack support.
We failed to take control.
I'm sorry, I'm just shocked by that. 2 critical failures in a row. That's not helpful. This is hard enough.
We're going
as it is. I don't need bad.
What's the up?
So anyways,
Establishing our presence.
with an army, I can
At your
project
service.
offensive force,
Bringing them on
which allows
board.
the nation to join an offensive war.
Ready.
If I make a nation join an offensive
Establishing
war,
control.
and then win the war, that will gain a lot of cohesion very quickly. And we're also gonna use wars to later on unify some of these nations. So that's my whole plan for Africa.
Unable to destroy
is to-
target.
What are these roles? Seriously. So my whole plan
We're
is
taking
final,
over.
is to build a bunch of armies besides Egypt. Egypt already has one. And I'm gonna do a bunch of wars, do a little bit of good old family-friendly warmongering in Africa to hopefully build up cohesion, make these countries stable, and then with the greater nations, make some of these nations like Nigeria and Egypt into bigger nations. That's the plan, and then those bigger nations are going to be more useful,
We've got our people in place.
and hopefully I can maybe catch up with the AI. That's the plan, hopefully. It's the dream at least. So, this one is close to the equator, so we're gonna put points into the spaceflight program. Very expensive, 50 points. I don't know if we're gonna make it in time for the space race. All the good spots on the moon is gonna
We
be
were
lost.
unable to establish
Maybe
control.
we can grab something decent from Mars.
It has
We
always
just
been
gotta
true
hope.
that
This, I kind of need luck for this run, because Africa only is pretty brutal.
Putting our people in
But
place.
I've tried it a few
Ready
times,
for orders.
and it went decent.
Initiating surveillance.
So that's why I decided
Reporting
to
in.
record this. Hopefully I can, and also take what I've learned from those previous attempts
Bringing them to our side.
to do a better,
Where to?
have a better time.
Bringing them
This
to our side.
Still only playing on normal difficulty.
On
though,
Overwatch.
so I don't know how let's get the generals. Investment points bonus to military is always nice, because otherwise it takes forever to get the military tech up. And this is what I'm talking about. Advanced chemical rocketry, which is gonna unlock, let's see, reusable rockets, which is in turn gonna unlock commercial I forgot the full name of it. Commercial something. It's basically we can invest research
Our
into
presence
making
is growing.
private rocket companies. Basically, it sponsors orgs that produce boost. And we're gonna need that, because even though I'm putting a nation here into spaceflight program, I don't think we're gonna get that complete and then build up the boost and then save up the boost and then get to the moon before the AI claims everything.
We failed to take control.
So
We
yeah,
still lack
I'm
support.
hoping to speed it up a bit with the organizations. I also should look out. Yeah, I'm really bad at this. I need to keep a better eye out for organizations. This is big. Another thing, we need science. We're gonna get orgs that produce science, and maybe also some orgs that produce money. That would be really nice. Which one is the rich person? Why can't I not? Can I not afford it? I cannot afford it. Yeah, money is gonna be a problem. I could spoil some of the African nations, but I feel like that's gonna hurt me in the long run, because I want to make use of these African nations. I have to
Taking
make
control.
use of these African nations, because it's
I'm
what
here.
I'm limiting myself to.
We'll be running this place in no time.
Ready for my
And
mission.
I'm already having to deal with the AI taking some of the nations away. I really need South Africa.
We'll be running this place
South
in no
Africa,
time.
if you don't know,
What's the op?
already has a nuclear robot program. That's gonna only cost me 25 to get a nuclear weapon, while other nations will cost 80. So I need to get that. I'm gonna leave that one. I need to get that nuclear weapons in order
We'll
to
make
protect
things
myself.
safe.
Because the AI will not declare war against a nuclear power. We are not a nuclear power, and I don't need someone like the
We were
Soviets taking over
unable to
America
increase security.
and bring the full might of the American army into Africa. That's gonna give me a really bad day. So we need
Our supporters
nuclear
are in
protection.
place.
And South Africa is the fastest way to get that protection. So I really need to get it before Project Exodus gets it. Or hopefully kick out Project Exodus out of South Africa somehow.
We've got our people in
Finally
place.
getting some of these control points. That's good. Next, I want to finish Egypt, get Nigeria, because Nigeria is actually pretty good. It has the highest population out of all African nations. It's could be better at democracy, but it's okay. It has a bit of economy, so I have some investment points to work with. And those investment points plus high population means I can grow this nation for a little bit. It's not as amazing as something like India, with 1.5 billion almost. But it's the highest out of Africa, and with a later tech to claim some of the nearby nations and make Nigeria bigger, we can make it grow into quite the nice, lucrative economy.
We're
powerhouse.
taking over.
Good, we finally got a point here. Let's have 2 in nuclear, and we don't need unity. We need welfare. We really need welfare. Extreme inequality is gonna rip apart the cohesion of this nation. And Project Exodus is not exactly helping. Putting a little bit in spoils and yeah, nothing into welfare. We need to get them out of there. I don't care that my counselor has been spotted. That's
Ready for my
not
mission.
important this early on. Let's finish
We'll bring this
grabbing
nation
that.
to our side.
Your orders?
Should did I finish grabbing Egypt? No, I did not. I need 1 more point. Yeah, let's
Putting our
commit
people in
that
place.
influence.
Where to?
Really really need. This is expensive.
Bringing them to our
really
side.
Need South Africa.
Ready for my mission.
You keep stabilizing. Another
We'll
thing.
turn down the heat.
Gonna be using that stabilization ability.
We
a
believe
lot, because
trick
these
is not to look.
nations are not very stable.
Things
so,
are stabilizing.
hopefully I can get. So what I'm thinking is Egypt
We've got our people in place.
and I'm being an idiot. How do I pronounce this again? This nation. Egypt, this nation, and Algeria. Algeria is actually pretty good. Libya, that's it, Libya. Libya isn't too amazing, but it does have some money, so it also has oil, which will help in the economy policy. So these nations I'm gonna build up. I'm gonna get an army in these two nations, build them up, fix them up a bit, unite them peacefully. Egypt has high militech. I'm gonna need to do some catching up with these two nations, but it shouldn't be too difficult. And then I won't lose too much of Egypt's militech score when I peacefully unite them. For Nigeria and its neighbors, I'm just going to war and annex them. And I also plan to grab this nation at some point and build the East African Federation, I think it was called.
We've gained significant support.
I don't remember. I think it was called something like that. So yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully I can make it work. The nice thing about Africa is that it's relatively easy to kick the AI out, and it's cheap to grab. I've still got far way to go before hitting the cap.
We've gained significant
And-
support.
There we go, excellent. And I should have a relatively easy time to kick out the AI, but I am at a bit of a disadvantage because my counselors are not that good. I've been picking my counselors based on their traits, not based on their skills.
Sitting a watch.
So their skills are gonna be
Where do
low,
you need me?
meaning that they're not gonna be good at doing stuff.
On the way to the target
Bad,
site.
Ready for orders.
but considering how desperate I need money, science, and
Establishing control.
other things from orgs.
Standing by.
Speaking of, I'm forgetting to check the orgs again. That's a little bit of money. Can I afford that? No, I cannot. Where is all my money going? This is rough. I think I have to do a little bit of spoils. After all, I think Angola. I might spoil Angola or Congo. Congo is a mess. I'm not gonna get much from spoiling it, but at the same time, it's so bad. It's not gonna get that much worse if I spoil it. Maybe, I'm thinking. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm gonna grab
We'll bring this
Nigeria
nation
now,
to our side.
and later kick out Exodus from South Africa. Hopefully I can make this work. Hopefully I won't be too far behind, and there's gonna be so much catching
The
up to
dreamer in
do.
me wants to believe.
How is our research going? Get in there. I will get to pick the next
Here's what we
technology by
found.
the looks of it. Which means I can start heading towards the greater nations. Which would be nice. Be very nice indeed. Hopefully.
We're taking over.
But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I haven't had the best of luck so far. So who knows? I gotta hope, I gotta believe, and I gotta try really, really hard. So we should grab this one.
We'll bring this
Well,
nation
okay.
to our side.
you finish
Reporting
up
in.
Nigeria,
Acknowledged.
and you can you? Is there a... No, that's not gonna happen. How is your chances looking? That's
Establishing our
decent.
presence.
Can
Your
you?
orders?
You don't have that.
Acknowledged.
Don't think that's a good idea. No, I can't even do it.
Ready for orders.
Reporting in.
Do I
Ready for
not
my mission.
have...
Where do you need me?
Wait, this guy has a crackdown. 3%. Purge? 1%. I'm gonna have to do that after I clear out this. I do not want xenoform in my Africa. I need to take that out before it spreads.
Gear up.
Because that is... I do not... Basically, we barely have any economy to begin with. I really, really do not need Xenoflora to leech off that economy. What little economy we have.
By the numbers.
Believe to wipe out everything. Excellent. Perfect.
Our presence is growing.
And I got control of Nigeria. Nigeria and Egypt probably gonna be my two main nations. At least until we get Ethiopia and the African Union. But the African Union is a really expensive
We
tech.
were unable to establish control.
So it's
We
gonna...
failed to take control.
Really? Anyways, African Union is really tech expensive, and we won't have a lot of research to get it. So
Bringing them to our
that's
side.
gonna be
Standing by.
far, far in the future, I think, before we get an African
Establishing our presence.
Union. But when we
Your
do get an
orders.
African Union, then hopefully, let's just gamble on
Targeting the opposition.
maybe we get
What's
lucky.
the op?
And you try and do the crackdown. Let's not spend too much of it.
Targeting their key.
How is the organization market looking? Not great. It's still that one, just short of it. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's go one more turn and see how things are looking. So far I got Nigeria
Targets lost.
and Egypt, my two big nations.
Our supporters are in place.
I got this one, also gonna be important. Am I gonna bother with a space flight program? No, I think I'll build an army. I'm gonna need to have this do a little bit of war to get a bit
We
of
failed to
cohesion.
take control.
The opposition remains in power.
That's unfortunate, but expected. Really low odds. I'm taking it.
Bringing them on board.
But
Where do you need
let's
me?
keep rolling.
Terminating
Who
the
knows,
opposition.
maybe, just
Standing by
maybe,
for orders.
I can make it work.
Cracking down.
I'm here.
Let's try and I don't have the money to I can't afford it. Can't afford it. Can't afford it. Let's grab you.
Establishing our presence.
We
See
must
how
not
that
only
is.
defend human.
So far we are looking not the greatest with South Africa.
We lost their trail.
Critical failure? Ah, you gotta be kidding me.
Our presence is growing.
Well, at least I got this nation. We are looking a little bit rough in Southern Africa. That's fine, maybe.
Our presence is growing.
Could be worse. Could most definitely be worse. Let's build an army. Did I build a new army? Yeah. Build army, drop unity, welfare, economy, and knowledge.
Our enemies are still in control.
As expected. You keep
Putting our people in place.
This is the good guy.
Ready.
Yeah, that's better than now. What can this guy do again?
Ready.
He can public campaign. Can I afford it? Can I afford an org? Someone already bought it. That's a pain. Well,
Where do you
welcome
need
to Africa, I guess. We can't afford anything. Well, I guess we can... Yeah, let's grab this with a good guy. He's
bringing them to
decent
our
at that.
side?
Let's
Ready to
keep
go.
rolling the purge.
Removing
I'm
our
going to
enemies.
waste all my influence.
Ready to go.
Low percentage. Let's do 8.
Removing our enemies.
And where are
Your
you?
orders?
Let's do some. Yeah,
I will tell our story.
let's just keep rolling low
Every
until
circumstance.
we get it. We have a decent amount of nations. Could maybe grab Ethiopia. Maybe.
We hold no sway in their minds.
Yeah, otherwise it's not really much else for my
We've
councillors
gained
to
significant
do for now.
support.
So, again, Africa, very cheap, easy to grab. I do have to wrestle a little bit with the AI, which is unfortunate.
Our enemies are still in control.
But otherwise,
Our associates were unable to take control.
Otherwise, it's cheap to grab. It's so I can put my councillors on doing whatever. And right now, I can have
Terminating the
whale at
opposition.
this 1 point.
At your service.
Hoping to break it.
At your service.
Let's see, who can I contact? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be training with those people. I'm gonna upset them by taking this point. 88%.
We
That's
must
good.
persuade the people.
I'm
Why
here.
can't I have an 88% of my purge?
We're taking power.
I did that
Where to?
mistake again. I want to do crackdown on purge. 9%. That's
Turning up the heat.
more than last time, I think. Well, this we just keep trying and keep trying,
Moving in our direction.
and slowly,
We've moved the needle.
hopefully,
Targets got
I
away.
can do it. Otherwise, it's
Our
a bit of
enemies
a
are still in
grind
control.
and slow start, and we're just waiting for our nations to improve really and tech to come along. So it's nothing
We're
else
taking power.
for
Ready
my
to go.
councillors to do otherwise.
Going after their people.
12% now. I think
Where
this
to?
is working.
I'm here. We'll make our
So,
appeal.
Yeah, we just keep
Ready
rolling at
for
this
orders.
point, and maybe
Terminating the opposition.
get lucky. Nothing new here. I am really bad at checking the organization market. I need to get better at that. I do that mistake every time when I'm playing by myself.
We've
keep
moved the
forgetting,
needle.
and I miss out on so many good organizations.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
They slipped
Don't
away
know
from
how
us.
often it updates though. So I'm just gonna try.
The
and
opposition
check
remains
it.
in power.
Maybe I return. Hey, we got new stuff. Ooh, that's a lot of money, but that's expensive. That's a really good one. Why can't I? These are all really good, and I can't afford any of them. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm gonna. I don't want to spoil these nations. But tell you what, I'm not gaining much except a little bit of research from these. So if I abandon nation, they can just stay on what I've selected them and they'll tick along and hopefully improve. And I can just leave them unabandoned and I can grab something like Angola, spoil it, and get
Standing by.
all the money. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna
We'll be running this place in no time.
do that.
Acknowledged.
At your service.
Spoil money is a lot of money.
Targeting the opposition.
Hopefully
Standing by.
enough to buy those organizations. 17% crackdown.
Applying pressure
are
on their people.
hopefully gonna make a dent into that slowly now. But I have to put away my
Targets got
public
away.
support guys.
We've got our people in place.
We got it. Let's grab spoils only.
We were unable to
And they
establish
failed.
control.
Of course.
Our associates were unable to take control.
Standing by for orders.
Try. Should I keep? No, I'm sending you back to public campaign.
We must persuade the people.
You grab
Ready.
the other point. Yeah, it's almost.
Where to?
And keep trying. Keep trying. Let's
Removing our enemies.
Ready for my mission.
track down. Where is that alien flora? United States. You know what? I'm not grabbing the United States. So
Targeting their center of power.
I do worry the xenoflora is gonna give the servants influence. Oh, it's growing real bad. Okay, I might deal with that after I dealt with South Africa. I don't want the xenoflora to give servants popularity in a big nation like the United States.
Public opinion
Would
remains
be
unmoved.
Good if they grab
Targets lost.
the United States or China.
We're taking over.
Speaking of, let me just grab spoils. Ah yeah, here we go. We are getting money now. Can I afford? No one has bought any. That's good. And wait, this one is influence. That engineering could be. Or should I save? I think I'm gonna save up for the research. Yeah, this one also gives an engine. This one is really good. I really need to get that. This one gives a lot of money, so I need that one. I want that one as well. Can I get them? That's the question. However, I do have the influence to spare, so I'm gonna give. Yeah, this one produces a little bit of money, so I'm gonna give it to this guy. I'm gonna just stack all of my money producing organizations on my oligarch and all my science producing ones on the scientist. If I get any like these, I might put them on maybe this guy. Because he got quick learner, he can easily level up administration, maybe. That could be the move. But for now I'm gonna save up for those two bigger organizations and hopefully get them. If I don't get them, well, I'm gonna be an unhappy boy. If I
We're
do
in
get them,
control here. We'll be ready for new
it
orders
finally
soon.
happened. I got South Africa. I am now very happy.
Cleaning things up.
Perfect. And this is set to only spoils. We are getting a lot of money. And now we are at the new normal. So this is what we have made so far in that starting period. We got our 3 nations here, which I plan to peacefully unify when we get the Greater Arab League, I think it was called. We got Nigeria and a few neighbors, so I'm gonna have to abandon because I'm over my cap. Hopefully I can fix up Nigeria and then prepare the neighbors spaceflight program, build a little bit of MC and stuff. We got a money source, temporarily at least. We got South Africa for nukes, and we got another big nation. And then when I do have a more cap, I might get Ethiopia and start preparing that for what will be in the very distant future, the African Union. So I think that will do for episode 1. Thank you for watching. And let's see how this goes.